Have you ever wondered why some people seem to build wealth effortlessly, while others work twice as hard and barely move forward? Or why the rich always seem to have more time, even when everyone has the same 24 hours? You don't get rich by working harder. You get rich by using time like capital. Most people think money is their most valuable asset. But here's the truth. Time is the real currency of wealth. The poor spend it. The middle class trade it. The rich invest it. The difference isn't just habits. It's structure. The wealthy understand something most people overlook. Time has compound interest. Every minute you invest in systems, skills, or scalable assets multiplies your results long after you've stopped working. This is what I call the hidden formula the rich use to make time work for them. It's the quiet engine behind every millionaire who seems lucky. They're not luckier. They've simply learned to make time work for them instead of against them. So in this video, we'll break it down. How time really compounds, how the rich buy more of it, and how you can apply the same invisible rule to your own life starting today. By the end, you won't look at a clock the same way again. And if you're ready to start compounding not just your money, but your time, make sure to subscribe. Because here, we don't just chase wealth, we build it strategically. Most people think time moves in a straight line, a constant flow from morning to night, but the rich see it differently. To them, time is a resource with ROI, a renewable asset if you invest it correctly. The illusion of time is that everyone has the same 24 hours, but we don't. What you do inside those hours determines your wealth trajectory. Most people use time to earn. The wealthy use time to multiply. Here's the paradox. The harder you work, the less your time is worth. Because when you trade time for money, you set a ceiling on your income. But when you use time to build systems, assets, and leverage, your time starts earning without you. It's like planting a tree. Most people keep chopping wood to stay warm. The rich plant forests that grow by themselves. There's a quote I love by Naval Ravikant. You're not going to get rich renting out your time. He's right. You can't multiply hours, but you can multiply the impact of each one. The moment you stop chasing time and start directing it, your wealth curve bends. That's why time isn't just something you spend, it's something you engineer. Now let's move on to how the rich actually buy time, not metaphorically but literally. The wealthy don't just use money to buy things, they use it to buy time freedom. They outsource, delegate, and automate anything that doesn't multiply their value. Every decision goes through one filter. Does this give me back my time? When the average person makes more money, they buy convenience. When the rich make more money, they buy capacity. They invest in people, tools, and systems that create more time leverage. Think about it. When Jeff Bezos built Amazon, he wasn't building a store. He was building a system that earns 24/7 while he sleeps. When Warren Buffett invests, he's not trading hours. He's allocating time across decades. The real goal isn't financial freedom, it's temporal freedom, the ability to wake up and decide what to do with your hours. But here's the mistake most people make. They use their extra time to consume instead of compound. They scroll, not strategize. The rich reverse that. They reinvest every spare minute into something that grows. That's how they buy time twice, once with money and again with mindset. By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far and want more topics like this, comment the word books so I know. Now let's uncover how this becomes a repeatable formula, where your time becomes an investment portfolio that compounds like wealth itself. Imagine if you treated time like money. How would you invest your hours? The rich already do. They allocate time the same way you'd manage a portfolio. Some hours go to income now, short-term returns. Some go to growth assets, skills, systems, relationships. And some go to rest and recovery, reinvesting energy. That's the secret. The rich don't balance time equally, they balance it strategically. Most people think time management is about being busy. It's not. It's about return on time invested, ROTI. Every task has a yield. Answering emails might give a 1x return. Building an online system might give a 100x return. The wealthy measure that difference constantly. They know which actions multiply and which ones maintain. Here's the uncommon insight. Small-time optimizations don't make you free. Strategic ones do. You don't need to manage your minutes, you need to manage your multipliers. Every hour can either decay or appreciate. The question is, which side of the formula are you living in? Let's move forward to see how this compounding effect plays out, and how you can track and multiply it in your own life. Rich people build time machines, not literal ones, but systems that compound results. They focus on activities that keep producing even after they've stopped. That's the multiplication effect. They understand one key truth. The goal isn't to get more done, it's to make what you've done keep working for you. That's why they invest their time into building leverage, assets, automation, and intellectual property. Write a book once, earn royalties for years. Build a system once, earn income daily. Create a process once, save hours forever. That's how time starts working for you, not against you. The rich think in loops, not lines. They ask, what can I create today that multiplies tomorrow? While most people trade time for paychecks, the wealthy trade time for permanence. They see every hour as a seed, something that, if planted correctly, will grow without constant attention. It's not about working less. It's about working once and earning infinitely. That's the difference between productivity and leverage. Productivity adds hours. Leverage multiplies them. Before we move on, let me show you something we're building for you. A way to turn this idea into a tool. It's called the Trip to Wealth Command Center. It's a simple but powerful Google Sheets system that helps you manage your entire financial life in one place. It tracks your income, spending, investments, and cash flow. But more importantly, it reveals how your time converts into value. It's still under construction, but you can join the early access waitlist today and lock in an exclusive discount for being part of the first group to use it. The link is right below. Because once you see your time as a compounding engine, everything changes. You stop counting hours and start multiplying results. You realize the real wealth isn't in your schedule. It's in your systems. Now let's talk about the one thing that keeps most people from ever reaching this point, the trap of busyness. Busyness looks like productivity, but it's often just disguised procrastination. People love being busy because it feels like progress. It gives the illusion of control. But busyness without direction is like running on a treadmill. You're sweating, not arriving. The wealthy understand the difference between movement and momentum. They don't fill calendars, they fill outcomes. Every meeting, call, or project must serve a compounding purpose. If it doesn't move the long-term curve, it doesn't make the schedule. Here's the hidden danger. Busyness kills reflection. And reflection is where strategy is born. If you're always reacting, you can't refine. You become a firefighter in your own life, constantly putting out flames instead of building fireproof systems. That's why most people never scale their results. They're trapped in the loop of urgent tasks, never reaching important ones. Their days are full, but their progress is empty. Ray Dalio once said, "If you don't own your time, someone else will." And that's exactly what the trap of busyness does. It hands your calendar to other people's priorities. The rich avoid this by designing time filters. They ask one question before saying yes. Does this multiply my future or just maintain my present? If it doesn't multiply, they automate it, delegate it, or delete it. They understand that every yes is a trade against future freedom. Busyness is seductive because it feels noble, but it's the silent enemy of compounding. The more tasks you pile up, the less space you leave for clarity. And clarity is the birthplace of leverage. So the next time you feel overwhelmed, pause. Don't ask, what do I need to finish? Ask, what actually deserves my time? Because the rich don't chase tasks, they chase traction. Now, let's move to a short story that shows what it really means to make time your ally. Once upon a time, there were two clocks in a small workshop. Both were built the same day, by the same craftsman, with the same precision gears inside. But over time, their tick sounded different. One clock ticked nervously every second, anxious it couldn't keep up. It watched the hands move, terrified of falling behind. The other clock ticked calmly, steady and sure, trusting that every second served a purpose. The anxious clock obsessed over the future, counting every second it might lose. The calm clock focused on rhythm, one tick at a time, one beat at a time. Years passed. One broke down from exhaustion, the other kept perfect time. That's the difference between those who chase wealth and those who build it. The anxious ones keep ticking, working harder, adding more tasks, trying to control every second. Their life is full of motion but empty of progress. The calm ones, they design systems that let time keep ticking for them. When you master leverage, you stop chasing time and start commanding it. You realize that every second can work twice, once when you act and again when the system repeats it for you. That's the hidden power of the multiplication effect in motion, automation, reinvestment, and rhythm turning time into an asset. Most people live like the anxious clock, always winding themselves up but never winding their systems. The wealthy live like the timeless one, powered not by effort but by design. So ask yourself, are you the anxious clock or the timeless one? Because both tick, but only one compounds. Now let's bring everything together with a final reflection and a formula you can start applying today. The rich don't have more hours, they have more multipliers. They buy time with money, invest time in systems, and protect time with clarity. If you want to make time work for you, here's the formula. Audit your hours, track where they go, just like money. Automate what drains you. Use tools, systems, or people. Allocate time to compounding tasks, skills, content, investments, things that grow on their own. And remember, every hour you waste on what doesn't compound is an hour stolen from your freedom. Start small. Block 1 hour today to build something that earns for you tomorrow. That's how wealth begins, one multiplied hour at a time. Remember, this video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always do your own research and consult with professionals before making any investment decisions. If this opened your eyes, watch this video next, The Rule Trap. It connects perfectly with this video and shows you how to escape outdated money rules that keep your time trapped. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Trip to Wealth. Until next time, stay consistent, stay patient, and stay winning. See you in the next one, Money Magician.